Okay, folks, we are back with the third and final round. I followed our first round opponent with the pack rat, and he swept his second round opponent. So I wouldn't be surprised if he goes on to win this entire draft. He had pretty much the perfect stall deck that waits for a pack rat and then just pounces after it finds it. He has some pretty good cards, but most of all, it's a very synergistic deck, and he really drew what he needed. Trestle Trolls, Gatekeeper Vines, Axebane Guardians, good stuff. So even the Keening Apparition to take care of our collected blessings, so not too much we could do about that. We'll see what the Augie has for us today. After that second round there, I still can't really evaluate whether this deck is terrible or not. Well, it's not terrible. The deck is not terrible. The deck, I think, underperformed, and potentially I as well underperformed in the first round, and then the second round, it wasn't really, I wasn't able to gauge from those games the way they were played, the power of the deck. But I think that the deck performed admirably. So right now we're just waiting for our opponent. I think I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and we will come back when he decides whether or not he wants to go first. Okay, we are back, and our opponent is back. Looks like he's going to stick with 6. This isn't the fastest hand in the world, again, but we do have Towering Indrik, we do have Collected Blessing in our hand. This isn't terrible. I think we're going to go ahead and stay where we are. We are also on the draw, so we might draw into some good stuff. Codex Shredder. Okay. So are you going to Codex Shred me right away, or no? Alright. That's pretty fortunate. We got our island now. I guess we'll go ahead and play this Plains. Not sure how I feel about Codex Shredder. It's going to be shredding us, and it shreds our Grove of the Guardian. Why you do this? Why you shred Grove of Guardian? That's fine, though, I guess, because we didn't have the 2 creatures to use it anyway. Does he have another land? Is he stuck on 1 land? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and lay down this forest, I guess. So we have our turn 4 plays all laid out before us. We have a Collective Blessing. Swift Justice, that's fine. You can go ahead and Codex Shred that. Just don't Codex Shred any creatures. I'd like creatures. Dagger Drone Imp, huh? Okay. So Concordia Pegasus would be my #1 buddy here, if we could see him. We don't. We see a Centaur Healer. Where have you guys been? Man, this is fantastic. There's 2 of you guys in the deck. Alright. Apparently the key is to play with 3 of these guys. 3 is the magic number. That's when you see them. Okay, so well on our way to curving out here pretty well. If it comes between the Towering Indrik and the Krasda Monitor, I guess we just play the Indrik so that we can block this Dagger Dome Imp all day. Huh. Stonefair Crocodile. Okay. It's pretty good. I don't really feel like having my Centaur Healer trade with a Stonefair Crocodile. Okay, so we're all fixed up. And we are going to have Collective Blessing online here, so I think we're just going to go ahead and play this Towering Indrik. That'll stop the Dagger Drone Imp. And if he does throw away a Giant Growth, that's fine. This also blocks the Stonefair Crocodile. So, not too shabby. If it came between blocking the Stonefair Crocodile and the Dagger Drone Imp, I guess I would block the Stonefair Crocodile and see if he had the Giant Growth there. He doesn't have any white, so I'm not really worried about things like Swift Justice. Okay, Golgari Keyrune, that's pretty good. Got an extra man on tap. So I can't really see him swinging in here without something like a Giant Growth for backup. Okay, so he did not swing in there, so we know he doesn't have the Giant Growth. That's fine. Rollback Rhino is most excellent. And we will... Let's see. If we play the Monitor, we'll have a really big trampler, which is nice. But we can also play this Rhino, and if we see things like Righteous Authority in the future, we can put that down. Let's see, if we play this Karazda Monitor and he activates the key rune to block it, it goes in the graveyard, gets the trample. That's pretty good. This is a tough sell. It's a tough sell, but I think we're going to go ahead and go with the Rhino. Not really sure what the dots were for. Maybe I was taking too long. Okay. So Codex shredding my Spire Griffin there. So he is getting quite a few good creatures here. See, that Grove of the Guardian, it's really unfortunate that we don't have that right now. That thing would be incredible with a nice Druid's Deliverance. Having two 8/8s. Will they have Vigilance or something? Yeah, they both have they would both have Vigilance. That's pretty significant. So I'm not really sure what's happening here. Maybe he's... the things in his hand just cost 5 or 6, or he doesn't have the right mana or something. I'm not really sure. He could just know that he needs to hold back with this Golgari key rune. That's fine too. Okay, so we're pretty set. I think we're just going to go ahead and lay down Collective Blessing here. We'll say, there's a Collective Blessing. And going with everything. If he activates the key rune, that's fine, I guess. So, yeah. Blocking just one creature isn't really the best thing he could do. Like, he could activate this and just block, like, say, this Rubbleback Rhino. That's leaving him open with 11 damage. That's pretty bad. So he might have to make some double blocks here. I'm guessing the most obvious block is Golgari Rune on the Rubbleback Rhino, just because it has hexproof, so there's not a whole lot of ways he can deal with it outside of just killing it in combat. Okay, so block out there, block out there. Gain some life. Yep, gain some life. Okay. So we're definitely doing alright here. But we don't know what he could have for us in the future, especially if he lays down a land. Maybe that's what his ... was for, just the fact that he's not really drawing into anything. Dark Revenant, huh? Okay. Codex shred me, bro. And Centaur's Herald. You gotta take all the good creatures away? Ooh, Eyes in the Skies is fantastic. Wow. We can actually Eyes in the Skies and Drew's Deliverance. That's really good. Okay, so... or not, Eyes in the Skies and Concordia Pegasus. Alright, so that's it. Righteous Authority not coming up anytime soon. Okay, so, I mean, Daggerdrome Imp, Dark Revenant, kind of a Golgari deck. Things to consider. I kind of want to keep our creature count where it is, so I don't really want to take out a creature. Maybe take out something like Sphere of Safety, add something like Aerial Predation. We just might get more value out of something like an Aerial Predation. I mean, he's got the flyers. So that's fine. He's not really like super aggressive, so I don't think that Sphere of Safety is necessarily where we need to be. So I think we could pretty much put in this Aerial Predation and be okay. At the very least, it kills an imp, especially if it has some scavenge on it. And I think we'll go ahead and submit this the way it is. And go from there. Okay, this hand could be good. We're going to be on the draw. If we draw into anything, well, no, we don't. Not if we draw into anything, we won't have Centaur Healer. I don't think I want to mulligan it, though. We do have our one island, or one of the 3 blue sources that we need. Let's go ahead and not mulligan this and see where it takes us. We do have a good 3-drop. We have a good 4-drop. You know, this 4-drop is fine as well. We have our Courses Accord, so we have a way to populate things. There's a lot of things we can draw into here. Okay, that's not necessarily the best thing that we could have seen. Youch! Lotleth Troll, huh? Ooh, that's pretty good. Huh. So, all in on Lotleth Troll. Okay, yeah, things are starting to get a little bit scary now because we are not drawing the lands that we need. And that Lotleth Troll is getting pretty big. A 4-beater is pretty bad. All in on Lotleth Troll. All right. So yeah, that's a 5/4. That's a 4-turn. That's a 4-turn kill machine. Can't imagine what else he'd be playing. All right. Oh wow. Holy cow. Oh man. And we do not see the lands. Okay. This could be really bad right now. This could be really bad right now. Man, we are really far away from a Tristani's Judgment. We're also really far away from a Courser's Accord. The Tristani's Judgment might be the only way to take care of this troll. Ugh. Yikes. Alright, we'll go ahead and pitch this. So, yeah, that Lotleth Troll might just wipe the floor with us straight away. And he gets our mana. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, that's alright, because we would need a white mana. Oh, there's the white mana. There it is. We're alive for a little bit longer. Can we stabilize, though? I don't know. If we see another white, that would be pretty substantial. I don't want to go ahead and block this, really. Man, he gets another mana source from us. Yep, I'll take it. Let me have it. Ethereal Armor is not bad, but it's not exactly good either. Oh, man. Man, we are just dead in the water, aren't we? Just about. Okay, let's see. We can't Ethereal Armor and Swift Justice. Alright, I I think we're just going to have to block here and try and last another turn. Well, this worked out pretty strangely for us, didn't it? Yep. Lotleth troll whipping us up real good here. Ouch. Okay, well, so Lotless Troll went crazy. Codex Shregger again. Man, that was weird, wasn't it? Do I bring in something like a Paralyzing Grasp? Man, maybe I do. Paralyzing Grasp. That removes some of the consistency of the deck, though. But that's really our only way of dealing with that brutal beating that we just took there. I think that might be what we're going to have to do, because we don't have any other way to deal with that thing. I mean, we could hope it doesn't come out, but that's not really the way to play the game. We'll go ahead and submit this and see what we can do here. Yep, we'll play first. Man alive, come on. So again, we're fixed up. We need a white mana or some different mana. Alright, I don't think we're going to go ahead and mulligan this. Again, I might be shooting myself in the foot here. So white mana is good. And basically what we don't want to see him play is Lotless Troll on turn 2. Oh, we didn't see the Codex Shredder there. Ugh. No land. Alright. Alright, there's an Azorius Guildgate. It's not terrible. That allows us to play something next turn, which is fine. Okay, so we can play this. That's really all we can do right now. We're kind of missing our land drops. It looks like he's missing his land drops as well. Yes, he is. All right, see, now we've got a plains. Now we're well on our way here. Now we're really getting somewhere. We can play this Towering Indrik, and we can wait to gain a little bit of value out of our Azorius just here. So if we draw all lands now, we'll be fine. Even if we just draw one more land, we'll have things like this Robbleback Rhino, that's fine. Dark Revenant, very interesting. But we can go ahead and Justiciar that Revenant. Righteous Authority, that's fancy. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Justiciar this Revenant. We'll swing in for 3, I'm sorry. And if we see one more mana of any kind, we're going to get Righteous Authority, and that will be fantastic. Perilous Shadow is a blocker. Ethereal armor, you say? I think we're going to go ahead and ethereal armor this Pegasus. And let's see here. If we swing for the fence, he can come back for 4. And I'm actually kind of okay with that. If he blocks Dark Revenant on Azurius Justiciar, we can trade a Swift Justice. He just draws the Dark Revenant again. And we can continue potentially to develop our board. That might be the way to go. Block something with Perilous Shadow. There's the lines again. I'm not really sure what that means. If he's just angry, I'm like taking a long time or something. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, let's potentially Swift Justice, because it's kind of like an Azurius charm if he wants to try and trade out with this Dark Revenant. It gains us a little bit of life. Okay. And he scoops. That's interesting. Okay. Well, these were just kind of weird games all around. I don't know if you all enjoyed these games. I hope you did. And I hope you continue to hang around for future drafts. I really want to get into a sealed event. I've been having a real difficult time just trying to get into even the Phantom sealed events. I don't mind playing those for you guys, even though the value like isn't really there. I'd rather just like be able to play and give you guys some good content. So I'm not adverse to playing in those sealed events. The problem is they just don't fire. They only fire a couple times a day, so you could be sitting in it for several hours. Just very unpopular right now. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Roz for the MTG Noob. I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Keep playing Magic, keep learning, and I will talk to you then.